So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. The ball comes out.
Rodgers' pass complete to Davante Adams. Fumble on the play.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Aaron Jones.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a 1st down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers fights off the defender. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. This one caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. They're firing a deep ball for Komet. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, 28 yards on the ground. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
First down, Packers.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Good footwork at the 30. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Packers nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 14, Packers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Forced out to his left. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he's got the hook up to Lazard.
Rodgers
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Go, go, go. No. Ran, go. Hey, ball.
Now Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. A gain of 4 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing here, Trubisky.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of
A very solid gain of 27. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Packers nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Marty Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Again, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
On the carry.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st down, a run with Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over first.
So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the 2nd down throw on target.
Rodgers
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Packers go for it. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Gain of 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Rodgers pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Able to find Lazard. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Kick is good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one. And
yeah.